Hey, Sonder fam, you did it. You made it to Friday. You're the champions. Congratulations. It's so good to see you guys here this evening, afternoon, depending on where you are dialing in from. I looked, we're kind of spread all across the United States that I can tell. So it's so great to end the week with our Sonder fam. I just love it. You have found your way to our exclusive activity, the Adoration Garden. So, this is going to be a night of fun and creativity. If you don't already have your colored pencils and markers, and if you're sticker person, go grab those. Get all the supplies you need. Make sure you have something cozy or cool to drink, and just like give yourself a hand. You are carving out some time to make way to start into a wonderful weekend. We're going to do a little R&R tonight. Said not rest and relaxation, but reflection and rejuvenation. We're going to you've made it halfway through February. You're shining bright. So I am Jennifer Ogilvy. There's two Jennifers who are facilitators for Silk and Sonder. So I'm Ogilvy. I always want to make sure you get that straight, because we do see feedback, and I want to make sure that if there's something I need to know, it comes to me. So I am so honored to be your facilitator tonight. I found my garden shirt in my closet, so that I could get into the spirit. On our chat tonight is another facilitator. She'll be kind of behind the scenes, or if any weird internet glitches happen, she'll pick up the slack from there. But that's Sarah, and Sarah is in California, and I don't know if she's going to come on camera. There she is. So everybody say hello to my fabulous stage manager, Sarah, and she can answer any questions you have. Um, and if anything comes up that you're like, oh yeah, I meant to ask, she can be your girl, or she can point you to where you need to go. Very quickly, double check and make sure that your settings in the chat are set to everyone. And sometimes it gets a little tricky and you start off on everyone. And I think maybe if it's on your telephone, and then something changes and it'll put you on host and panelist or something, and you might have to keep changing it back to everyone. I encourage lots of chatting tonight. This if I'm just pretending that you're all are gathering in my house, and I'm going to have all my art supplies out, and we're just going to hang out together and draw a fun garden and have some laughs and some conversation. um, you are entered into Silk and Saunders self-care raffle just by being here. So cross your fingers for that. Now, I mentioned the chat box. Chatting is optional. You don't have to participate. In fact, if you want to just click on the X so that it's not a distraction to you, feel free to do that. This is your time. So you do what feels right for you. I'm happy that you made an appointment with yourself tonight for this exclusive activity. So double check that you've got everything you need, and we're going to jump into our Adoration Garden. And as you know, this month's theme is adoration. And this one has been a little bit tricky for some folks because um, I know some people. I had someone in a social the other day said, I'm a recovering Catholic, and I hear adoration and I just, I'm thinking church, and it's so hard for me to take that word adoration and apply it to me and loving myself. And so I know that there's been a lot of chewing on this word this month. If you've had a little bit of trouble wrapping your brain around what self adoration looks like, feel free to throw that in the chat and see if you have other folks who maybe you're like, oh, yeah, me too. I had shared a couple months ago, we did the theme of indulgence in December, and I had a lot of struggle with that because in my home that I was brought up in, we didn't waste time and we didn't indulge on anything. So it took me a while to work through that. But I want you to frame adoration as the love of self and the things that you love, the things that spark that joy and make you feel really good. Today's affirmation in Sonder Club is perfect for us gathering here tonight. I open myself to joy, pleasure, and fun. And so you have hopefully come to the right place. So we're going to spend time putting the things that we love and our hopes and our dreams in graphic form in a fun way, so that we just have another way of thinking about the things that bring us joy and processing and embracing those things that we adore. So we're going to get our brains kind of thinking adoration. And as you know, in our socials, we always do a small activity around whatever the monthly theme is. So tonight, we're going to start off with that adoration activity. Then we're going to work in our garden, and then we will close. And after the end, I will also have my song list posted. So if you hear some songs, you're like, oh, I want to add that to my playlist. Just snap a picture of my playlist with your phone, and then you can go and search that. And I'll try to remember to also post it, or maybe Sarah can snap a picture and we'll put it in Sonder Club for you. So let's get going. Turn to a notes page or a scrap piece of paper. I know that our notes page start getting kind of sacred around the middle of the month because we've been using them and we're running out. So you can just grab a scratch piece of paper if you want. And we're going to start off our activity to get our brains thinking about our favorite places, the place that we adore being in. Um, it can be. I want you to just think about this for a second. Just kind of maybe close your eyes and think of a place that you adore being present. It might be your bedroom. Maybe you finally have all the linens you love and you can go and that's your escape. Maybe it's Target. I adore Target. I adore Hobby Lobby. And I know on like days when I'm kind of blue, I'll just go push a buggy around Hobby Lobby so that I could smell candles and look at fabric. Maybe it is your parents' house or your grandparents' house. Maybe you will reflect on a favorite vacation spot. Maybe it's a sports stadium. You're watching your favorite team play. Is it the beach? A forest? Maybe the open road with just everything ahead of you. Maybe it's a place where you met a friend or a significant other. Maybe it's college. Maybe it's a park. Now I want you to think about where you are, who is with you, and what does it feel like to be you then? Okay, you got it. Now, I want you to de-people the scene. Goodbye, people. And I want you to write about that setting using concrete, significant details, the things that you can, that imagery that is coming into your head. This is going to get our imaginations going so that we can create this garden in a little while. We're going to use our senses to tap into that imagery. It's called sensory imagery. And I want you to think about including vivid details that rely on all your senses: touch, taste, smell, sound, and sight. And take a moment to just relish in the adoration of that place. Write about it. No people, just you. And use those senses to write about that place. And I'm going to give you a couple of songs to sort of listen to while you are doing this reflection. And then we'll come back and our brains will be ready to dive into our adoration garden. Okay. Take a deep breath. Let that out. I hope that this activity has helped you kind of tap into that that very special place and that you are feeling a little sense of calm at the end of this day and that you really thought about how you were going to incorporate your five senses. I saw some awesome things. Some of you guys are all tucked in nice and cozy somewhere and some of you were out in nature listening to birds and smelling trees and just that fresh air. It's wherever your place of adoration is. um, whatever that is for you. Thank you so much for taking time to share with that. I don't know if you saw in the chat. I wrote I was at the lake and I could feel the water on my toes as I entered it, and the water was cold and there were hard rocks under my toes. But I could also smell my husband making a brisket because he likes to smoke meat whenever we do like a lake trip. So now I'm kind of hungry. My imagination got the best of me. All right, good job, you guys. So you are going to now need to find another precious notes page or just grab a blank sheet of paper for this. We're going to start working on our adoration gardens. And I love doing these exclusive activities because it really is your imagination is the limit to this. Um, so we're going to have a notes page or a scrap page, and you're going to draw a garden however you envision it. And I'm going to show you some samples because this social was done a little bit earlier in the month, and Maya was our presenter, and I got to be her stage manager. So I was able to take a few of the pictures that I saw at the end, and I can offer those to you. Sometimes it's just nice to get that spark of imagination to get going. You can do plants, flowers, veggies, and then you're going to use some of the words of the things that you adore in your life, things that you adore about yourself and about your loved ones and the world around you, maybe your workplace, hopefully your workplace. But I know you can't always say that there's a lot of adoration at work. I hope there is. Um, and so here are just a few examples to sort of see sort of how people took this, what direction they went into. This is literally a garden, and it is just filled with the things that this person loves: chocolate, shopping, baking, exercise, family, and just a happy garden picture. This person is a sticker champ, man. Look at this. So had lots of beautiful garden stickers that she pulled together, and you can see all around are her words: bloom, and some garden sayings, friends, reading. She adores simplicity. She adores classical music, so you can kind of get that vibe for where she's going. And then this one was really cool because we had talked about doing some boundaries. Do you have a fence in your garden? Do you need to have a fence in your garden to set some boundaries? And so that's what she did. She said, I'm setting the boundaries to improve my life. And she has some little bees. It says, being strong to ensure that I grow. She's not giving up when it gets too prickly. She put a little cactus there. And I'll dial back through these a few times at the front end of us getting going so that way you can take another look. So in our garden, here's some things to think about. A real garden needs nutrients and good soil. And so, what is the thing in your life that is your foundation? Maybe that is what's represented by the soil. what feeds your garden, what nurtures your garden. We have to have sun and rain, right, for things to grow. So some maybe challenges, but also the good stuff of life, the joys. You are planting seeds of what? Maybe there are some new things starting in your life. I am a vegetable gardener in the summer, and I just have my little tomato seedlings starting. And it is always amazing to me that those little seeds are half the size of a grain of rice. And in June, I will be picking pounds of tomatoes. So, what seeds, what things are beginning in your life that you want to see grow? What tools or help do you need? Um, do you have plenty of room for your plants to grow? Are weeds growing? And what do they represent? Do you need to get rid of the weeds, or do you embrace the weeds, knowing that to some, weeds become flowers? They're just, the word weed means that you're just not welcome here. But maybe, I mean, I grow a couple of things that people consider weeds, I think. But anyway, I think they're pretty, so I keep them. What if each plant needs something different? How do you address that? Use your favorite colors, the colors that you adore that bring you joy. Think about seasons, right? Is it springtime? Is it summer? What season are you in now that you could represent with a garden? And of course, as I mentioned before, do you need a fence? Do you need to create some hard boundaries to keep your garden safe and growing and healthy? So there's a lot of things to think about. You might be doing a butterfly garden or an herb garden. Maybe you are a succulent person and you're doing that. We even last night when Sarah and I were going through this, we said, or a beer garden. Maybe that's your favorite place to be. So this is your garden, maybe a whole collection of pots. You do what brings you joy. So I'll scroll back through while the music is playing for you to kind of gaze upon these. And if you have some inspiration, feel free to drop that in the chat. Like, maybe you have some volatile relationships and you're going to make them prickly cactus, and then there's going to be a gate or a fence that put those over there. And just share that kind of stuff with us while we get going. And then, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to pop it into the chat. I'll play a few songs and check back in.
by inch, row by row, I'm gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warn them from below till the rain come tumbling down. Pulling weeds and picking stones, we are made of dreams and bones. I feel the need to grow my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Time is close at hand. Rain for grain, sun and rain, I find my way in nature's chain. I tune my body and my brain to the music of the land. Come on and sing it with us. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden. Gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warn them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. So plant your roots straight and long and temper them with prayer and song. Mother Earth can keep you strong if you give her love and care. Now the crow watching hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free as that feather thief up there. Ooh, acapella now. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden. I'm gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. A little louder now. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds. Someone warn them from below till the rain come tumbling in.
You guys have some great ideas. If you're feeling a little stuck, feel free to scroll back up through what our Sonder family is sharing. I just love it. And Sarah did call me out because we have some grapevines that are all tangled up growing. And I said, I love grapevines. And yes, I love grapevines because I do enjoy wine. But grapevines are fun. I've gotten to go to some vineyards here in Texas and do some pruning. And it's a different kind of gardening when you're cutting on those thick all tangled up vines and there's some scrapes involved and man, that's kind of like life, isn't it? We bump around and find these scrapes. Somebody said that they were going to not have weeds, but they were going to put all the kind of yucky stuff. I said the prickly bits of life over in a cactus. So I love that. I see there's bridges in the garden going from kind of where I was and where I am going. So strong to have those visual representations. It's just very cathartic to do those images and then actually see kind of our journeys and where we are. Think about compost for yeah, we all have a compost pile. You got to go draw one in a corner somewhere. That's the stuff. Whew, don't like the compost, but it is an important part of the whole garden cycle. So you guys are great. Oh, I see a rainbow to show grace and forgiveness and hope. um, I love the image that's up right now. She's got that storm cloud in the corner, and she said she's embracing the storms that will water the future. Oh, wow, right? You know, th- we forget, well, I think we know, but we just don't want to go through the hard stuff, right? But it does make our life balanced. And so there is going to be hard stuff in life. Um, anyhow, you guys are doing fabulous with this prompt. I'm going to play some more music, and I have another slide to show you that I'll put up, and I'll still rotate back a little bit to these other ones. But I pulled together just some neat garden quotes that I thought might be kind of fun to pepper into our gardens if you were maybe wanting to get a little philosophical with some of the words. So I'll keep those up and I'll kind of go back and forth with that. Um, what colors are you using? Are you drawn to the colors that you adore in your everyday life? Think about how the colors can represent different things in your garden. So let's get back to working on our garden and listening to some music and just chilling out. And again, please keep sharing in the chat because you guys are coming up with some beautiful representations of life.
Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my Small and white, clean and bright, you look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever.
All right, man, you guys are rolling tonight. Excellent, excellent, beautiful, beautiful words and the pictorial representation of the journeys that you are on, how you're building in boundaries for your life and the things that you are planting, anticipating lots of growth and being a wonderful version of who you are. I did say in the comments, I tend to probably be a weed more often than, a beautiful cultivated rose. I'm a little scrappy, but I'm going to stick to that. I'm going to make myself a wanted weed. Um, but anyway, thank you again so much for sharing this social. It's almost time to wrap things up, but you can keep working on your garden. And I'm going to encourage you to snap a picture of your garden when you are finished and set it as maybe the background on your phone or perhaps on your computer so that you see that and be reminded of the things that you are working on tonight and the things that have been going through your mind about adoration and loving yourself and what you're doing to build that life that you so, so richly deserve. So keep working on those. And if you are comfortable and don't mind, I'd love to see your images in Sonder Club. I just love to connect to you guys that way. And so we've kind of wrapped our evening up. That was a very quick gathering. It went by so fast. So thank you for coming. There are the QR codes. If you're not already part of Sonder Club, just scan those codes. I think most of you guys probably are. And if you're not, you can just go to your app store and load that up. And then, of course, there is the code for the survey, but you will get a follow up email as well. Sarah can drop the link in our chat as well. We'd love feedback at Silk and Sonder. So many of the things that change are because of direct feedback from you guys, the people who are actually using, the product and the things that you are finding helpful, and then the suggestions that you have that will hopefully make the whole Silk and Sonder experience the best. So they love to get that feedback. So be sure to do that. And then, as promised, here is my playlist from this evening. I did throw in one extra tune. I tend to talk a lot, and so I never know about my timing because I like to talk. But I did Butterflies, which is a Casey Musgrave song, but it was by the Guitar Tribute Players. So if you liked Butterflies, just look for Guitar Tribute Players in the Spotify, and then those are my other songs. And with that, we're going to just bebop out of here tonight. You guys have an awesome, awesome weekend. Get some rest, fill your cup, and I'll be seeing you soon.
You belong among the wildflowers. You belong on a boat out at sea. Sail away, kill off the hours. You belong somewhere you feel free. Sail